Manchester United has been one of the most consistent teams in England and has one of the most decorative histories in the world of football. Manchester United is one of the greatest clubs to ever exist. Remember the 2007 to 2008 legendary side? Everyone has seen documentaries on Diogo Maradona and his extravagant lifestyle. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be learning about the bad boys of Manchester United, a club with a pristine history of world-class football, and has had the chance to give rise to a few bad boys over time. These guys got game on and off the field. For some of them, quite literally. Before we dig in, don't forget to like this video and yeah, it'll be fun. Manchester United has been one of the most spectacular football clubs in history, having a total of 69 cups, of which they have 20 Premier League titles, of which 38 have been won under the guidance of Sir Alex Ferguson. Manchester United has one of the best team games ever, and has always played good team games, on and off the pitch, if you know what I mean. Winning so many cups over the years, several players have been tagged as the bad boys of the club. So here's our list of the top 10 bad boys that have been at Manchester United. You guys got any guesses on who might be on this list? Let us know in the comment section below. You got 2 seconds. At number 10, we have the Frenchman Eric Cantona. Sir Alex Ferguson has been making several great signings since the beginning of his time at Manchester United. One of these iconic signings was the mighty Frenchman Eric Cantona. Sir Alex Ferguson's signing was considered one of the landmark moments of his career. Eric Cantona's signing was extremely strategic for Sir Alex Ferguson, as Eric Cantona during an important moment in club football. He was sensational, and Manchester United enjoyed sustained successes during Eric Cantona's days at the club. He remained one of the most adored players at Manchester United because of his success at the club. Although he did have his bad boy moments too, gotta say. He was sent off in 1995 during a game with Crystal Palace, but that's not it. After being dismissed from the game, he launched a kung fu style kick because of the fans of Crystal Palace. Because of this, he was suspended for a total of 8 months. After being out for 8 months, he returned to Manchester United and continued to be an important part of the team. At number 9, we have George Best. George Best was hands down one of the world's greatest players, and he had a fantastic career at Manchester United. Winning numerous accolades, he gained a certain level of respect in the world until his career ended. He was part of many controversies. He turned out to be an alcoholic, and he had his share of violence. He also allegedly hit his second wife. He was a man riddled with many flaws. With the help of his amazing ability, he could get into a high-rolling lifestyle that eventually, brought his death over him. He had a penchant for gambling, womanizing, and binge drinking. His friends often encouraged him to consume liquor, as they believed that he was sad and dull if he was sober. After a drink, he was considered good company, and after a few more, well, he could be violent. And after a night of excessive drinking, he even punched his 15-year-old son. He had reached a new low in his life when he punched his wife in the face, as he was generally also abusive to her and his other mistress he had. He hasn't denied this claim as per his authorized biography under the title Bestie. At the age of 59, George Best passed away, and despite all of his drawbacks, he's still remembered as one of the greatest to ever play at Manchester United. Coming in at number 8, Ryan Giggs. Are you shocked to see this name too? Yeah, we all know Ryan Giggs' impressive career, as he was crucial to the club and country level. Not just that, he was also one of the greatest to ever play under the direction of Sir Alex Ferguson. At the age of 49, he is currently the coach of Welsh national team. The midfielder, who's also, had good media for the better part of his career, was shocked when he found himself tied to a controversy just before the Champions League finals versus FC Barcelona. The details of an alleged affair with Imogen Thomas rose to the surface. Ever since this came up, other reports involved Ryan Giggs with other women, and he's not been able to enjoy these off-field controversies. Even though these things were in the air, Ryan Giggs was a true professional to the game, and he never let this come onto the pitch and be a problem. Given this intensity, Ryan Giggs is still considered to be one of the most recognized and greatest players ever to set foot on Old Trafford. At number 7 is none other than Mickey Thomas. Mickey Thomas was a player with many clubs and had a professional career on and off the pitch. The Welsh player had a chance to associate with many top clubs in England, such as Manchester United, Chelsea, Everton, Stoke City, and a few more. Apart from his on-pitch performance, he was also known for his counterfeiting run in England. He used to launder his money with the Wrexham trainees' help. This is the same club that helped him to be recognized as a professional player. He went on to say that Roy Keane made £50 a week, and so did Mickey Thomas. and that was only until the police found his printing machine. Let's check out number 6, Rio Ferdinand. Many of us today idolize this player, Rio Ferdinand, as he's said to be one of the most important defenders of Manchester United that they've ever had. He was also an expensive transfer to the club, and he delivered his part. He was good on-field and the opposite, off-field. He was tangled up with some controversies, which have been hard on the defender. He missed a drug test and he was penalized for being, banned for a long time. He was also said to have affairs with multiple women and was in a court case associating him with the same issue. He was stripped of his captaincy of England with Capello, the manager that reinstated John Terry as the captain of the England team. It was a difficult time for the defender, but he came out on top later. And we're about halfway done with the list, so, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. Number 5, Carlos Tevez. Tevez is said to be one of the best strikers in the game, but he also had a lot of controversy to his name. Carlos Tevez had a good reception at Old Trafford during his time with the Red Devils. His move to Manchester City was controversial as he became a pivotal figure at the club, making him one of the most hated players at Old Trafford. His time at Manchester City was also filled with controversies, as he hadn't gotten off on the right foot with the manager Roberto Mancini. As he posed as the main striker for Manchester City, his appearance was short-lived. At number 4, we have Cristiano Ronaldo. At one point in the entire game, Cristiano Ronaldo held the tag of being the most expensive football transfer. Even though it was a tough season for Sir Alex Ferguson, he let Ronaldo leave mid-season, but not without an exorbitant amount of money. Sir Alex Ferguson was able to help sign Cristiano Ronaldo after facing competition from rival clubs for a decent transfer fee. CR7 was supposed to be one of the best players in the world for them. However, his arrogance did not play well with many players and sometimes even managers. His controversy was when he announced being a father, and his eldest son was under his exclusive guardianship. Coming down to the last 3, we got Wayne Rooney at number 3. We all know Wayne Rooney was one of the best strikers to ever play in the red jersey. The iconic number 10 was able to bag quite a few cups during his spell at Manchester United. Wayne Rooney was said to have been chatting with his wife while she was pregnant with Kai, who was on the field with an escort named Jennifer. This made the headlines only for someday until he could sort out his personal life once again, help them focus back on football as he was one of the most important players for Manchester United at the time. At number 2, we have the club legend Gary Neville. He was another of Sir Alex Ferguson's most loyal and trusted players, even though he wasn't one of the most gifted players when he came out of the academy. He showed a lot of commitment and determination, and thus Sir Alex Ferguson trusted him and made him the club's captain for some time. Many youths praised him as a popular player in the dressing room. Gary Neville enjoyed antagonizing the rival fans, even though he wasn't a typical bad boy, but he was able to easily irritate his rivals with taunting and provocative gestures and celebration. An example of this would be his gesture toward Carlos Tevez after Tevez moved to Manchester City. And finally, number 1, Roy Keane. One of the finest players at Manchester United and the captain of the club was the fiery midfielder Roy Keane. Even though he had his moments of madness in his career as he broke the leg of Manchester City player Alf Inge Haaland, Roy Keane breaks Haaland's leg as he sees his chance to take revenge. Even though he is a great player, this cannot be justified. Roy Keane didn't leave Manchester United on a good note, even after his contribution to many titles. Well guys, there you have it. Top 10 bad boys of Manchester United. Do you think that we're missing any players? You can let us know in the comment section below. If you're inclined towards uncovering more unsaid stories, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time.